This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Thursday, October 19th, 2023. I'm Kate Sharon. Purdue University on Wednesday announced the launch of the Institute for Advanced System Integration and Packaging. The institute will have a focus on research to more quickly design and build microelectronic systems to improve reliability and reduce costs. Ganesh Subbarayan, the James G. Dwyer Professor of Mechanical Engineering at Purdue, will serve as director of ASIP, and told Inside Indiana Business the institute will serve as a leader in advanced packaging, which has been limited in the U.S. for the last 30 years.
Purdue is one of the few, I would say very few, that have the ability to do advanced. We have research focus in advanced packaging, and this institute is really to highlight our capability to do advanced packaging, to bring to focus our strength in advanced packaging.
The institute was announced as part of the 2023 Purdue Silicon Summit, which is bringing leaders from the semiconductor industry to the West Lafayette campus through October 25th. The research will also focus on system integration, which is the design activity that precedes chip fabrication and involves looking at ways to reduce heat from the chips and ensuring reliability. Indiana University will play host next month to a conference known as Taylor Swift: The Conference Era, which will explore the pop star's cultural relevance and influence on a variety of topics. The conference, which already has more than 1,000 attendees registered, will take place November 3rd through 4th at the Buskirk Chumley Theater near the IU Bloomington campus, with adjacent events on campus November 2nd and 5th. The IU Arts and Humanities Council is responsible for the conference, which will have a focus on Taylor Swift's influence on pop culture, the economy, gender, fandom, politics, music theory, history, and more. Indiana-Michigan Power expects to bring on 4 new solar plants by mid-2026. The Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission this week approved the company's plans, which have come as part of a larger effort to reduce the use of coal-fueled energy production and achieve net zero carbon dioxide emissions by 2045. Proposed plants will be located in Blackford, Pulaski, DeKalb, and Elkhart counties and represent an investment of more than $1 billion. I&M's 4 solar power plants were submitted to the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission in a competitive request for proposals process. The plants are expected to generate enough energy to power 200,000 typical homes. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Whether it's a new hire or a noteworthy promotion, IIB's Bigwigs and New Gigs serves as a platform to promote your team. Our revamped offering includes being featured on both the newly redesigned newsletter and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Subscribers to the Business News subscription save $10 off every listing, plus you can save $100 by bundling your submission to IIB with the Indianapolis Business Journal or the Indiana Lawyer. More at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
More students are going to Indiana's colleges and universities this fall, and the share of students earning degrees on schedule has also grown in the last few years, the state announced Wednesday. IIB's Alex Brown has more.
Data released by the Indiana Commission for Higher Education showed that enrollment this fall increased by roughly 4,700 students from a year ago, for a total of about 244,600 students. That marks the largest year-over-year increase in 13 years. The new state data shows a move in a positive direction for state leaders who are aiming to increase the state's college attainment after years of declining college-going rates. That includes several efforts aimed at college access enacted earlier this year by state lawmakers. Per the state, the number of undergraduate students increased by nearly 3% over last year, while the number of graduate students declined by less than 1%. The enrollment increase includes roughly 2,500 students from Indiana, a nearly 2% bump for in-state enrollment. The changes approved by state lawmakers this year to improve college access include automatically enrolling students into the 21st Century Scholars Program, which covers tuition for qualifying students, as well as requiring all students to fill out the free application for federal student aid to access more funds, and preventing state and for-profit private colleges and universities from refusing transcripts to current or former students who still owe money to the institution. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Kokomo-based floral hard goods company Syndicate Sales Incorporated has added 3 companies to its portfolio. While financial terms are not being disclosed, the company said the acquisitions will enable it to expand product offerings and provide more manufacturing services. Syndicate Sales manufactures and distributes a variety of floral products, such as vases and containers, as well as a variety of floral-related supplies. The company said this week it has acquired South Carolina-based Avera Products, Pottery Direct in Hamilton, Ontario, and Arizona-based Trimar Ribbon. Immediata, a Puerto Rico-based healthcare clearinghouse, will pay $1.4 million after a coding issue is believed to have revealed the protected health information of about 1.5 million consumers. The privacy incident is believed to have occurred over almost 3 years. Of the company's promised $1.4 million payments, Indiana is expected to receive more than $131,000. Officials say that Immediata was first alerted that patients' privacy has been indexed by online search engines on January 15, 2019, but the company delayed acting upon this information. Officials further say Immediata consumers complained the company did not provide sufficient details or context about the incident. George Guy, CEO and Executive Director of the Fort Wayne Housing Authority, has been elected President of the National Association of Housing and Redevelopment Organizations. He'll occupy the role through 2025. In the position, Guy will lead the organization that works with more than 19,500 housing and community development providers across the country. His position will require work with local, state, and federal officials to weigh in on legislative initiatives that prioritize safe, affordable, and equitable housing. University of Southern Indiana President Ron Rochon is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Kate Sharon for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.